Hello everyone and welcome. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of March 14th through the 20th of 2023. And I would also like to give a very special thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel, as well as given it a thumbs up and left comments. Thank you very much for doing that. It is greatly appreciated. And the Five of Swords. So you're getting tired of being under somebody else's thumb. Thinking of moving on to better shores. This could be better jobs. You know, you're just tired of people feeling they have the right to say and do things, and there's no reprisal for what's been done. So you're thinking of, you know, just not taking it anymore. You're going to stand your ground. You're going to say your piece. You know, people aren't going to be happy, but that's their tough luck, not yours. You know, maybe they shouldn't have been doing what they were doing, so they would have to have that come around. And the Seven of Rods, sorry. So there you are, you know, standing your ground, making your decisions. You know, you're trying to make the right step, go forward, but you feel like you're always battling uphill. You know, you're getting tired, you're getting worn down. You know, life is too short to be always feeling like you're under the gun and somebody's always, you know, poking at you. And this is usually when they do this, it's because they're trying to knock you off your turf. They're jealous of what you have. You know, in some cases, it's just your persona. Maybe you have a little more attention than what they get. So they, you know, go out of their way to do what they have to do to get noticed more than you, sort of thing. And if that's called throwing you under the bus, they're willing to do that. And the High Priestess. So maybe you're talking to somebody about this. You know, you have everybody has their skeletons in their closet. It's whether you keep them closed or you find out something about somebody else. And that's usually how that comes. Somebody will always come up to you and say something if this is what's going on. You know, they always seem to know a little bit more and always willing to share. And the Chariot. So there you are, just motoring along. You're trying to heal yourself. Move past this. You've made some pretty good decisions this week. If this is a job, it's a dead-end one and you know it. You're not happy there. You're not treated well. You know, you get no recognition for what you've been doing and what, you know, so you're willing to cut your ties and move along. So you're making that decision this week. And you can already see, even for yourself, that this needs to happen for yourself. You've got a vision of what you're going to have in your life. Not what you want, but what you're going to have. And you're willing to do what it takes to succeed in order to get it. So you're going to have, you know, victory over this. So that's beautiful. And the Four of Pentacles. So watching your P's and Q's, watching your pennies, trying to make sure that you don't overspend, trying to get the best deals. You know, because you don't want to overspend and then be worried about it in the future that, oh boy, I shouldn't have, you know, spent that $100 where, you know, I could have maybe got it for $75, that sort of thing. So you're really watching your money this week, which in some cases can be a good thing. And there you are, hard at work, working away. Maybe you're thinking of, you know, taking a course of study. Something that interests you, because that's the best way to go about this. You already have what you know, like you're very knowledgeable, is what I'm trying to say. You learn very quickly. You know, this is like beginner's luck. It just sort of happens and it gets handed to you. And you're quite happy that it does, because you already have knowledge that you're bringing into it anyhow. So this is like beginner's luck all over these cards. You know, you're moving ahead. You know, there's a major shift for yourself. You know, you're starting to, if you're a student, you're like the new student starting over, but you're starting over with goodness luck. You just seem to know things. It's natural to you. So you're going to have peace of mind with that. You're trying to make that decision, though. You're a little bit leery and worried about it. You're really thinking about it. Do I do this or not? Do I have the ability? You're trying, right now you're refusing to make that choice because you don't want to make a choice that you may have regrets over in the future. So you're really, asking yourself those questions this week. Is this truly what I want? Is this going to be like my final decision of study sort of thing? So good for you. And the Two of Cups. So there you are. Starting again. This is love is in the air. This is a chance encounter. Maybe you ran into an old friend or an old flame that you haven't seen in a long time, or maybe they tracked you down just to say hi and, flirt a little bit. But you're not really thinking along those lines. You're okay. You guys just seem to hit it off. But it's at this time, it's you're shining like that. You're feeling so good about yourself and your decisions and your choices this week, and you know that it's all made because you've taken your time to really think about each step. So you're just shining that light of, I want to buy the world a Coke sort of thing. Everything's coming out of you just very happy this time. And the Nine of Pentacles. So most definitely, you're very independent. You're sure of yourself. And you should be. You're very smart. You know what you want to do. You just got to give yourself that little talk, a little pep talk, and off you go. So good on you. The King of Swords. So, you're no fool. You're flooded with all kinds of ideas. You know how to make things happen and go the way you want it to go. And when you decide to attack a problem, boy, do you attack it. You dig into it till there's no more answers to come, sort of thing. If there's an object in your way, you'll move it aside. You're very determined this week to get all your questions answered so that you can make the proper decision. You're getting credit for what you do and what you have done. So you're definitely on the right path for yourself this week. And the Page of Cups. So, yeah, you're definitely going to run into somebody you haven't seen for quite some time. Like whether they're going to phone you or text you or whatever, get in touch with you. But you're going to be happy, You're just going to, laugh and giggle. And sometimes that does the heart the best. Love of all sort of thing. Because then you love yourself and you realize that you can laugh at life. And the Nine of Cups. So there you are. Wish fulfillment. Now, isn't that a beautiful card to see? I think it is. Maybe you made a wish in the past that, I have this, or maybe I'm a little more creative, that sort of thing, and here it comes. It's a good one. Like I said, you're full of creative ideas this week. You know what you want to have. You know where you want to go. And this is the week that you're going to make that decision to hunker down and get it done. Pardon me. And the Five of Pentacles. So there's been some unexpectedness come up in your life, which if you're above ground and living, it's natural. This is your Five of Pentacles. A slight setback, maybe an unexpected bill has come in, and that's to be expected this time of year as well. Maybe you're having, you're with this adventure that you're thinking of taking, you're overanalyzing it probably too much. You're digging too much because instead of it giving you the answers, it's making you have more worry. So you're really trying to figure out which way you're going. Maybe somebody's tried to give you a hand in the past and it wasn't quite enough, or didn't give you the right answer, so you're moving along. You're hunkering down. You know you got to move forward, and you're doing it. All right, I'm going to pick and shuffle you an Angel Oracle card. But yeah, you have some really nice cards this week. You know, you really do. You're making some pretty big strides in life. Decisions moving forward. Oh, pardon me. All right. You desire the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Well, there you go. All right, on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.